Well, folks, we are here to bring you the championship games. We are going to be seeing the Tonasket boys take on the Bridgeport boys, and right now we're going to have the national anthem. All right, folks. Well, excited to bring you the action here tonight. We had some folks come about and give some donations last night and early this morning. Appreciate everyone willing to do that this season. Really, really appreciate it. Allows us to come up here and do this and hopefully go down to districts, which we'll talk about later. But for right now, we have the Mustangs coming out. These are the non-starters. I don't. So Heredia. They brought up more players for the game, and it isn't reflected on the program, so I apologize. Graves. Rivera. Alvarez. All right, that's non-starters. Okay, starters for tonight. Macedo. Jackson coming out. Hereda. Heredia. So then we got Tanner. Perez. Maldonado. Cesar. Aiden De Dios. Spangler. Vitalik. Yeah, Vitalik. So Vitalik and Lewis. All right. For Tonasket, I will try and use their first names. And Mustangs, I will try and use their second names. Yeah. All right. Well, the game tonight is third and fourth place. Both teams are going to play at district, and both teams are going to have an opportunity to go on to state. The one thing is they potentially could run in to each other, which may be the other part that's interesting. All right, we're back to first period. All right. Tenasket with the ball to start. Sorry, folks, trying to get the. Doesn't drop. Time expires. Bridgeport bringing it down. Crosses the median. Out to DeDios. DeDios across to Vidic. Vidic gets it away. Maldonado with it. Tanner Tompkins. Tanner brings it across, guarded by DeDios. Tanner just goes through everybody, puts it up, doesn't drop, and Perez with the rebound gives it out to DeDios. DeDios all the way down. Heredia out to DeDios. DeDios for the three doesn't drop. Tanner taps it, and they're going to say it's going to go, yeah, Mustangs will remain with the ball. So Bridgeport inbound underneath. Perez fires, doesn't drop. Or, excuse me, Heredia. Isaiah with it. Isaiah crosses the timeline. Kicks it over to Jax. Jax into Aiden. On the ground, they're going to call a foul. Okay. So it will be Tenasket ball underneath. Tanner going to inbound. Inbounds to Isaiah. Isaiah comes around, kicks it out to Aiden. Tanner back to Aiden. Aiden looks at it, kicks it out to Cesar. Oh. Caesar passes it into Aiden. Aiden loses it. Vidic gets it. Perez with it, doesn't drop. Isaiah comes out with a rebound. Comes down across. Cuts through. Kicks out to Jax. Jax drives around the edge. Kicks it out to Isaiah. Isaiah looks at the defense. Trying to stay tight on Tanner. Isaiah pulls up in the corner, fires. That one won't drop. Vidic with the rebound. Macedo brings it across. DeDios back to Macedo. Macedo for a three, doesn't drop. Tanner with the rebound. Tanner comes down across the timeline. Pulls up, fires, doesn't drop. Perez with the rebound. Macedo brings it across. DeDios with it. DeDios back to Macedo. Down. Perez gonna double dribble. Or excuse me, that's Heredia. Sorry, Heredia. Tanner with the inbound. Isaiah with it. 5:02 left here in the first. Kicks it down to Cesar. Cesar gets into Aiden. Aiden not able to get it. They're going to throw it off. Tenasket defender. Macedo to inbound. DeDios with it. Aiden played a lot of basketball and baseball with my son Grant, actually. Doesn't drop, but Vidic gets the rebound, doesn't drop. Isaiah comes out of there with it. They're just having someone stay on Tanner. Isaiah brings it down. Brings it back out. Over to Jax. Jax looking to see what he can do. Aiden with it. Or Adrian, sorry, Adrian. Jax. Jax fires. It doesn't drop either. Isaiah with it. Back to Jax. Jax for another three. That one doesn't get in there either. Perez with it. Perez all the way, and he gets it up and in. Bridgeport takes the lead 0-2 and has opportunity for the and one. Tanner Tompkins, first foul. Adrian comes out. Noah goes in. Perez, seeing if he can make it a three-point play, and he does. 0-3. Isaiah with it. 3:58 remaining. Drives down. Tanner with it. He hits a three. Tied at 3. DeDios with it. Brings it across the timeline. Vitalich. Isaiah with it. Kicks it into Jax. Jax goes, doesn't drop it. Gonna let him. Heredia. DeDios with it. Gets it stolen by Isaiah. Isaiah down to Tanner. Tanner up and in. And the opportunity for the point after. 3:21 remain here in the first. Tompkins fires. Doesn't hit. Up to DeDios from Perez. Looking to get around. Vitalich with it. Fires. Doesn't drop. Cesar with it. Tanner with it. Tanner. 2 on him. Pulls up. Kicks it over to Isaiah. Over to Cesar. Passes it back to Macedo. Macedo brings it across. 2:49. 5-3. Over to DeDios. Back to Macedo. Macedo for a 3. Doesn't hit, goes out of bounds. Be Tenasket ball. So Isaiah to inbound. Isaiah into Tanner, into Isaiah. Down the court. Cesar up and in. Caesar, sorry. Caesar. 7-3. DeDios with it. Macedo. Perez. Perez fires and gets it. 7-5. Isaiah with it. Jax with it. Noah. Tiger ball. Noah puts it into Isaiah. Isaiah for the 3, and it goes. 10-5, 1:56 remain. DeDios crosses the line. Kicks it over. Macedo. Macedo back over to DeDios. DeDios drives. He fires a 3. Doesn't drop. Noah gets it. Gives it to Tanner. Tanner drives down. Kicks it to Jax. Jax doesn't get it. Caesar has it. Spangler with it. Isaiah doesn't drop. Vitalich. DeDios. 1:17 remain here in the first. Lots of pressure. Fires. Doesn't drop. Vitalich with it. Gets it inbound to one of his teammates. DeDios with it. DeDios for a 3. And he gets it. 10-8. Isaiah with it. Drives through. Puts it up. Doesn't drop. Goes out of bounds. And it will remain Tenasket ball. Tompkins, Tanner to inbound. Puts it into Noah. Isaiah, Caesar, Tanner. Gonna say control foul. So Jax gets a player control foul, or charge as we knew him. DeDios with it. Back over to Macedo. Macedo kicks it over to DeDios. DeDios for another three. And Bridgeport takes the lead, 10-11. Isaiah with it. Kicks it down. Caesar puts it up and doesn't drop. Macedo comes out with the rebound. DeDios with it. 19 seconds remain. It's in Vitalich. Vitalich fires. Doesn't drop. No block out. Rebound. But Perez's shot doesn't drop. 5 seconds. Tanner with it. Tanner fires and sinks a three. 13-11. Wow. 13-11. Tenasket. Well, that was a good quarter. And the boys are playing for third and fourth place here in league. And what that means is essentially, both of them are going to districts. The third place team will play the EWAC number 5. The fourth place team plays the fourth place team from the EWAC. Now what happens is you're going to have, one thing I did find is that there are 6 boys teams going to state, which makes it a little easier because basically you have a better opportunity. One of these teams is going to have to win their first 2 district matchups. And quite frankly, they could, if our number 3 beats their number 5 and our 4 beats their 4, these 2 teams would play in the second round of districts in a loser out. Winner goes to state, plays for 5th, 6th spot in district. Loser goes home. So there are 6 teams, so at least you only have to win 2 instead of 3 to go to state. All right, Bridgeport with the ball to start the second. DeDios with it. Feeds it down to Perez. Perez up and in. Isaiah with it. Tied at 13. Kicks it down. Tanner with it. Does drop. 15-13. DeDios with it. 7:29 till half. DeDios driving around. Coming back out. Giving it to Macedo. Macedo looking. Gives it back to DeDios. Feeds it. And called on the ground. Cesar Maldonado. Inbound to Perez. Back to DeDios. DeDios driving. Fires one and gets it. Isaiah with it. 7:05 remaining here in the first. Isaiah brings across, gives it to Jax. Jax tries to feed it in underneath. And a foot race. Bridgeport takes the lead again. 15-17. Isaiah with it, 6:44. Isaiah. Back to Noah. Tanner. Tanner for a 3. Isaiah. Puts one up, doesn't drop. It did hit the rim, but they're going to say he went out of bounds. So they'll say Bridgeport ball. Vitalich. Macedo goes out of bounds. It'll be Tenasket ball. 15-17, 6:03 remain till half. Tanner with it. Tanner kicks it down. Cesar fires a three and hits it. Oh, wait a second. That's not right. Adrian. Oops. 18-17, sorry. All right. DeDios, Vidulich. Oh, gets fouled trying to go up for the shot. He'll be going to the line to shoot two. Oh, that was on Jax. Vidulich misses the first one. 5:31 remain here in the first half. Gets the second one. Tie game. 18-18. Isaiah with it. Goes through. Feeds it into Adrian. Vidulich gets it away, feeds it to Macedo. Macedo back to DeDios. 5-10. 18-18. DeDios drives. Tries to feed it over the top. Doesn't go, so it'll be Tenasket ball. Isaiah with it. Brings it across half court. At the Bridgeport student section here next to me. Tanner with it. Isaiah. Adrian fires, doesn't drop. Macedo brings it down. Oh, sorry, Perez. I got to get these guys right. I apologize. DeDios brings it across half court. Trying to see him through the iPad so I don't miss anything, and I can't see him as well. My eyesight's not that great. Perez misses that shot. Rebound comes out to Isaiah. Isaiah fires a three, rims in and out. Macedo comes down with it. Perez. Isaiah gets it away from him. And now they're going to call that one. That was frustration on Isaiah, and then it was frustration on Perez down below, and then it was frustration on Isaiah. So when it's all said and done, Perez is going to the line to shoot two. Fires, doesn't get the first one. Doesn't get the second one. Tanner with the rebound. Tied at 18 with 3:57 remaining till half. Tanner drives, kicks it to Adrian. Adrian back to Tanner, doesn't drop. Ends up coming all the way down to DeDios. Gets it tipped away. Throws it off of Tenasket Tiger, but he gets it. Gives it. Tries to throw it to Tanner. And doesn't quite get to him, so Bridgeport ball. Timeout. So Bridgeport wants to talk about an inbound play. (18-18), 3:34, kind of what we were expecting. I expected this to be a close, good game, and so far it has lived up to expectations. Again, there's a part of me that thinks this is going to be the second game at districts as well. I think both these teams have the talent and the drive to win their first games at districts and go on to face each other in a loser out, winner going to state situation. I might be wrong, but that's kind of my guess at this point. Macedo into DeDios. DeDios feeds it to Perez, puts it up and in. 18-20. Tanner with it. Tanner with two people on him, gives it to Isaiah. Down to Caesar. Caesar up, doesn't drop for him. And they're going to say Bridgeport ball. DeDios with it. 3:05 remaining. DeDios drives, doesn't drop. And they're going to say he's going to the line to shoot two. So Adrian. So DeDios at the line. Gets that one. 18-21. And gets the second one. 22-18. Isaiah with it. Brings it across the timeline. Jax with it. Adrian with it. Hey, Michael. Back to Tanner. Tanner drives, kicks it over to Isaiah. Isaiah for a three, doesn't drop, comes out to Macedo. Macedo tries to feed it in, or tries to get in underneath. Doesn't drop. Tanner with it. Tanner comes down, gives it. Vitalich with it. Up to DeDios. DeDios puts it out back to DeDios after it was Heredia. Doesn't drop, but DeDios gets the rebound. Kicks it out to Perez. Perez for the three. 18-25. Tenaska wants a timeout. Letting them get up by 7. Do not want to see him pull away here right before half. 1:48 remain in the first half. You want to be third, so you have to face the EWAC number 5 rather than number 4. But I think regardless, both our teams are quite capable of beating EWAC's 4 or 5. But again, I think there's just a lot of really good teams in our league, but I also think there's good teams in that league as well. So I think it's going to be, I think they're going to be good games, but I think both these teams could end up in that second round of district play, one of them going on and one of them going to go home, and one going on is going to state. So that's my guess. We will find out. All right. Noah comes in. Adrian. Bridgeport back out on the floor. Jax into Isaiah. 1:42 remain here in the first half. Isaiah drives around. Kicks it out to Tanner. Tanner fires, doesn't drop. Perez comes away with it, fires a three, doesn't drop. Macedo. Tanner with it. Jax back to Tanner. Tanner for a three, doesn't drop. DeDios all the way down to Perez, up and in. That was a baseball throw all the way down. 1:01, 1 minute remain. Tenaska's shots not dropping, not able to get in and get the rebound. Jax over to Tanner. Isaiah with it. Oh, tries to feed Tanner. DeDios gets away with it, drives down, and it'll be Bridgeport ball. 39.5. Macedo feeds it in, back to Macedo, over to DeDios. Nope, that one gets touched. Macedo fires, but he gets fouled. He'll be going to the line to shoot 2. So Cesar. Macedo at the line for Bridgeport, seeing if he can extend the lead to 10. Doesn't get the first one. Fires the second one. That one doesn't drop either. Fight for the ball. Vidalich gets it and puts it in. 29-18, 11-point lead, 16 seconds remain here in the first half. The Nebraska coaches are going to have lots to chat about. Jax fires the 3 and hits it. Pulls him within 8. So Bridgeport ball with 3.9. All right. So Vidalich with it, fires. No, doesn't drop. All right, halftime. Tonasket Tigers 21, Bridgeport Mustangs 29. Bridgeport with an 8-point lead. Like I talked with you folks about, literally we have both these teams going to be going on to district play. And in district play, they're going to both have the opportunity to make it to state. The first round will be loser out. So if they lose the first round, their season comes to a close. Number 4 will play number 4 from the EWAC. Number 3 will play number 5 from the EWAC. Win that one, you go to the second round. Second round is also loser out. So they lose that one and your season comes to a close. But on the boys' side, if you win that second round, you are going to state. You will play in the third round just for seeding and for placement in district, but you are going to go to state. Unlike on the ladies' bracket where there's only 5 teams going, you have to win all 3 of those games to go to state. So boys have to win the 2. Like I said, I think there's a possibility these two will face each other in that second round at districts, but we'll find out here in a while. And appreciate you all being here and listening with us and watching. We had a couple donors late last night that paid for part of it, and then this morning, we had a few folks donate and make it so that we could broadcast today and cover the fees. So we appreciate all of our donors and all of our supporters. Really, thank you. We enjoy doing this and encouraging all of the student athletes from our area. We've got some incredible kids. The effort and time, energy, and money that the parents, the grandparents, the friends, the family, the community put into these student athletes is usually fairly significant, especially time and driving them to practices, driving them to tournaments, driving them all over the place. And for them to have the opportunity to be here tonight and going on to districts is great. And again, I think one of these teams will make it to state. So unfortunately, they're going to have to go through the other one in order to get there, but I think it'll be great. So, we appreciate that. We've got some emails going back and forth with the district. Last year, there was no problems. We were welcomed with open arms by Moses Lake. They made us feel very welcome and did everything they could to help us, and really, really appreciated their efforts. And we really enjoyed being there in Moses. Had so many donors from all over the place that donated to our broadcasting, and we were able to do all kinds of games. I did every possible game I could, and we absolutely loved it. And I was kind of expecting the same thing this year. We are playing in Eastmont and Wenatchee, And an email I had got from the tournament organizer had said to send an email to the ADs for those schools to let them know, and I did. And I got kind of an unexpected reply. It was kind of like, well, we really need to hear from this person that you're going to be allowed to stream with us. And so I was kind of taken aback. So I assume that we're going to be able to stream down there. I am trying to get confirmation of that. And obviously we really want to. I'm hoping it's not any kind of a odd situation, but we're going to do our best, and I'll keep everybody updated. But happy to be here tonight to bring this game to everybody, and then we're going to follow this up with the Ladies Championship. That's going to be another good game. I think if both teams come out with the energy that we saw up in OMAC, I mean, actually Lake Roosevelt kind of set the tone. It was impressive the way Lake Roosevelt came out, and they were just all over the ball from the first whistle till the final buzzer. I mean, the Lady Raiders were just absolutely on it, and it was impressive, and they obviously came away with the victory. The second team that came out was then Liberty Bell, which I'd kind of expected a little bit of that, but they really came out and went after Tenasket. It was like, wow. And same type of energy, same type of, almost like they took the playbook and followed it. And, obviously Liberty Bell came out victorious, and they're playing in the boys championship. And then the third game kind of followed the same method. I was pleasantly surprised to see the energy and the focus and the effort that the Lady Bears came out with. And, I mean, they went at Lake Roosevelt beat Tenasket. Liberty Bell beat the boys from Tenasket. The Brewster Bears took on the Lady Tigers from Tenasket. And the Bears just came out, went absolutely insane, and played just like Lake Roosevelt and Liberty Bell did. I mean, they were all over the ball, all over the passing lanes, all over their players the entire time. You want to see that in postseason, especially if you plan on making a deep run at state, and that's what the Lady Bears are planning. They held Tenasket to like almost no points in the first half. Not that Tenasket wasn't doing everything they could. They've got some good three-point shooters. They've got some good players. They just couldn't get a clean shot off. And anyway, it was like, wow. And then I was like going, okay, well, who's going to do that in the final game? We really didn't see that in the final game. Final game was Bridgeport coming out with some confidence, thinking they were going to be able to handle Okanagan, and that wasn't exactly how it came about. Okanagan really remained very calm, collected, and really just took care of business. They were very, very controlled, and just from tip-off till final buzzer for Okanagan was like, hey, we got this thing, and we're going to win it. First quarter was a bit wild. It went back and forth. Bridgeport had the lead. Okanagan had the lead. Bridgeport had the lead. Okanagan had the lead. I think there's a 1-point differential after one. And then in the second quarter, Okanagan just silently and quietly and just patiently took the lead. And they just extended it. And I can't remember how big a lead they had at half. But, it was a reasonable lead at half. Bridgeport came out after half trying to really cut into it and make a difference, and they tried, but Okanagan just kept playing and just kept, slowly controlling the game and pulling away. They also didn't use some of their tall players. They've got, tall player Lucas Carlton, 6'9", and I didn't see him on the court at all. So a little surprised about that. But Okanagan came away with the victory. They're highly ranked, just like Liberty Bell and RPI. And I fully expect them to do really well going forward. And so they will be in the boys' championship. The rules say that they can't, the Okanagan can't play in their own gym. So unfortunately, that means we're not going to get to broadcast both championships because they'll be going at the same time. And obviously we want to cover the Bears, so we'll be here for the Lady Bears taking on Lake Roosevelt Raiders in the girls' championship. And then the boys' championship will be up in OMAC. So right now, while we are broadcasting this game, there is the Okanagan girls taking on the Tonasket girls for third and fourth place in the ladies bracket, and they're playing up in Omak. And then following that will be the boys championship with Okanagan and Liberty Bell going for that one. Lake Roosevelt Raiders ladies here against the Brewster Bear ladies. So we'll see how that all plays out for everybody. Obviously, we're hoping the Brewster Bears are going to take the championship, which is the expectation. And then Okanagan boys should take the championship. Ladies side, first and second place teams from our league have a pretty good shot of going to state. You just need to win. Well, the number one team coming out of our league is automatically going to state. There's no ends, if or buts, questions, nothing. They are going to state. So number one team goes. Number two team has to win either their first game or their second game. And they win one game and they're going to state. The first game, the number two from our division will play the number three from the division down there. And I think our two has a good chance of beating their three. So I think our two teams are going to be going to state. Then our number 3 and 4, Okanagan and Tonasket, which I'm going to guess Okanagan ladies. They will need to beat the number 5 team from the EWAC. Then they're going to need to beat the winner of the 4 versus 4. And then they're going to have to beat the loser of the 2 versus 3. So they got 3 games they got to win to go to state. So harder path, not impossible. And, we're playoffs. Any could go either way. Like I said, on the boys' side, there's 6 teams. Oh, man, I forgot to change this. All right, let me get this changed. And they're switching baskets, and sometimes that makes a difference. So let's see what happens here. 21-29. Isaiah with the ball. Coming across the free throw, or over the timeline. Both coaches, I'm sure, had some good conversations with their teams, what they want to see here in the second half. Isaiah with it. Jax with it. Jax into Tanner. Tanner with 2 guys on him. Fires, doesn't drop, nobody into rebound. Macedo over to DeDios, across the timeline. Into Vitalik. Vitalik back to DeDios for a 3 to start it. Nails it. Extends their lead. 21-32. Tanner brings it across the timeline. Comes over to the side, kicks it back to Isaiah. Back to Jax, into Tanner. Tanner back to Jax. Jax to Isaiah. Isaiah for the 3. Doesn't drop, and no rebound. Macedo comes out of there with it. Isaiah goes after it. 6:59 remain here in the third. Back to DeDios. DeDios drives, kicks it out to Perez. Perez gets it taken away by Cesar. Isaiah with it. Isaiah comes across the timeline. Over to Jax. Back to Tanner. Tanner over to Adrian. Up to Tanner. Nobody in there. There's 4 Bridgeport players in there rebounding against Tanner. Macedo comes across. Kicks it over to Perez. Out to DeDios. DeDios to Perez. Tries to feed it in underneath to Vitalik. Doesn't happen, but it will be Bridgeport ball with 6:04 remaining in the third. 21-32. Out to Macedo. DeDios with it. Comes in underneath. Feeds it out to Macedo. Back to DeDios for another 3. That hits the uprights. Doesn't count. Inbound to Isaiah. Isaiah coming across the timeline. Picks it over to Adrian. Adrian Lewis drives. Puts one up and in. 23-32. Macedo with it. Kicks it across to DeDios. Back to DeDios. Back to Macedo. DeDios drives. Tries to feed it. Gets his own rebound, but I guess he didn't touch it. Heredia with it on the inbound play. Out to Macedo. Macedo gets the basket and will be going to the line. – 23-34, chance to get another one here. Gets that one. 23-35, 5 minutes remain here in the third. Isaiah brings it across the timeline. Kicks it to Adrian. Adrian drives, and they're going to call it underneath. Inbounds to Jax, out to Isaiah. Back to Tanner. Tanner for a three, and he gets it. 26-35. Macedo with it. Brings it across the timeline. Back to Macedo. Drives. Kicks it out to DeDios, who fires a three. Doesn't drop. Jax comes out with it. Comes across the timeline. Pressure. Over to Isaiah. Isaiah. That'll be timeout. Okay, so timeout for the Tigers. We've got the Tonasket cheerleaders in front of us, and I'm not sure. I think the Tonasket crowd is light because the girls are playing up in Omak right now as well, so they're splitting the crowd between here and Omak, so difficult for them to be in two places at once, right? Some Brewster fans have been trickling in, and we have Bridgeport fans, the student section over here to our right. Okay, Tonasket to inbound. Inbound to Isaiah. 4:08 remain here in the third. 26-35. Isaiah to Tanner. Tanner for a three. That one doesn't drop. Jax with it. Jax with it. Back to Tanner. Jax with it. Jax for a three. That ain't going to drop. Vitalich with it. Isaiah gets it away. Gives it to Tanner. Tanner. Over to Isaiah. Over to Jax. Back to Isaiah. Drives through, lays it up and in. 28-35. DeDios with it. 3:17 remain here in the third. DeDios puts it all the way down to Macedo, Perez. 28-37. Nobody was seeing that one. Great pass by DeDios. Tanner puts it up. We're going to call a block. He'll go to the line to shoot two. Tanner at the line. First one drops for him. 29-37. Second one, gets that one as well. 30-37. DeDios with it. Across the timeline. Back to DeDios. Back to Macedo. Macedo for a three, and he hits the three. And takes him back to a 10-point lead. 30-40. Isaiah, 2:38 remain here in the third. Gets it stolen away by Macedo. Macedo up and in. 30-42. Isaiah fouled him hard, but not quick enough. That'll be the third one on Isaiah. Macedo. First one doesn't, or that one doesn't drop for him. Cesar comes down with it. Isaiah with it. 2:28 remain here in the third. Back to Jax. Over to Tanner. Jax. Isaiah. Jax. Isaiah. I'm going to say Tenasket ball on the side. 2:08 remain here in the third. 30-42. Tanner with it. Hits a three. 33-42. Macedo. Back to DeDios. Vitalich. Doesn't drop. Tipped. Come out of there. Tanner with it. Yep, no block, so I call Perez for that. That'll be 3 team fouls. Tenasket to inbound. Isaiah. Tanner. Tanner for another three. That one doesn't drop, doesn't follow it. DeDios with it. 127. DeDios. Almost gets it. Vitalich for a three. Doesn't drop. Into. Oh, and it falls. 44-33. Vitalich to the line. Cesar with it. Fires, doesn't drop. Perez had it. Into Noah. Jax with it. Gets the three. 36-44. Macedo. DeDios drives through. Say it's Bridgeport ball. 52 seconds remaining here in the third. Macedo. DeDios. Vitalich. Perez gets that one. 36-46, 37 seconds left here in the third. Isaiah with it. Drives around, floats one, does not drop. Almost knocks it away. Macedo with it. 19 seconds remain. Oh, Noah's going to get called for that one. That'll be, I don't know if that'll be third or fourth. Fourth. So 4 on Tenasket now. Bridgeport to inbound. DeDios. Count the basket. So that's going to be 5 now. Well, it's only 6 seconds left. DeDios at the line. 36-48. Gets it. 36-49. Tanner with it. Blocking foul. That'll be 4. So Tenasket will inbound with 3.1. Doesn't fall. So 36-49. 36-49. 8 minutes to go. See what happens here. Oh, sure. Yep. So 36-49 with 8 minutes remain here in the fourth quarter. Both teams going on to districts. Have to see if Tenasket can come back from a 13-point deficit and get the win here today, or if they're going to be basically trying to see if they can play for beat the number 4 out of the EWAC. We'll get the brackets updated we'll get the brackets up as soon as we have an opportunity to let you know who's playing what once they get it all said and done. So we'll see. Okay. So, all right. Well, both talented teams. Shots have been falling for Bridgeport, not so much for Tenasket. Bridgeport will have the ball to start the fourth quarter. DeDios to inbound. Macedo back to DeDios. Vitalich gets him off his feet. Doesn't drop, gets his own rebound, gets it knocked away. Cesar with it, but Bridgeport comes out of there with DeDios with it. Feeds it back to DeDios for a 3. Doesn't drop. Nope, Perez doesn't drop. Vitalich doesn't drop. Gets his own rebound, doesn't drop. Wow. Wow. 7:22. Isaiah across the timeline. Adrian Lewis doesn't get the foul, doesn't get the shot to drop. Deflected. DeDios with it. Looks to drive. And is he shooting? Yep, he's shooting. Left his feet. Once he left his feet, it was going to be a foul. All right. Gets that one. Gets them both, actually. Good free throw shooter. 36-51. Isaiah brings it across for Tenasket. Driving. Kicks it out to Tanner. Tanner out for a 3, doesn't drop. Follows the shot, puts it up, doesn't drop, but he'll be going to the line to shoot 2. Tanner to shoot 2. Gets the first one. 37-51. Gets the second one. DeDios with it. Tenasket putting on a little pressure. Gets it stolen away. Cesar gets pushed from behind, but Jax with it. Jax for a 3. Not going to drop. Oh. He's looking what he's going to do with it when he's trying to grab it. It's out of bounds. Bridgeport ball. He's saying he flopped on purpose. Intentional flopping warning. DeDios inbounds to Vitalich. Vitalich just driving through. Tries to feed it across. Jax comes away with it. 6:17 remain, 38-51. Over to Tanner. Yep, gonna get called. So that'll be the third one on Vitalich. Tanner to shoot 2. Timeout. Bridgeport. Bridgeport calls for a timeout. .609 remain here in the third-fourth place game. Tonasket trails Bridgeport 38-51. Try and get a better. I've got a Mustang. I pulled it off their website, but it's really too dark. I'm gonna have to find a better one there. Tanner shooting 2. Gets the first one. Doesn't get the second one. Bridgeport comes away with it. All right. DeDios. Heredia. Oops. 53, 39. Isaiah comes across the line. Kicks it out to Tanner. Tanner. Adrian. Banks it off the backboard and in. 42-53. Macedo, 5:23 remain. Drives through traffic, brings it back out. DeDios drives. Feeds it to Vitalich. Over to Tanner. Tanner blocked it, but Tonasket inbound. Isaiah to inbound it. Out to Jax. Adrian. Back to Isaiah. Jax. Adrian. Puts it up and in. 44-53. 4:41 remain. Macedo. DeDios. Vitalich. Heredia. Perez fires the 3. Doesn't drop. And DeDios for the three. Doesn't drop, but Macedo out for it. Heredia with it. Back to Macedo to DeDios. 4:08, 44-53. Heredia. Macedo gets it away from Tanner. DeDios up and in. 44-55. Timeout called.
Bridgeport Mustang, full timeout.
.352 remain. Tenasket, 11-point deficit. Going to have to start getting some stops and some shots to drop.
Out of the timeout, checking in for the Mustangs, number 24, Luis Cortez.
Cortez. Tanner drives through, puts it up and in. It's a Bridgeport ball, but Jacks almost came away with it. 3:40 remain. Macedo with it. Gonna save is on the line. It'll be Tenasket ball. Tenasket to inbound. Vitalich going back in. Cortez going out. Put it into Tanner. Tanner to Isaiah. Puts it up and in. 48-55, 3:27. Macedo with it. Drives through, doesn't drop. It's a Bridgeport ball. 48-55, 3:14 remain. It's a kick. Bridgeport to inbound. DeDios with it. Drives around. Hesitates. Drives through. Tries to feed it up and around. It's a white ball this time. .301 remain. Tanner with it. Isaiah with it. Isaiah over to Cesar. Cesar tries to feed it in underneath. Out to Tanner. Tanner up and in. 50-55, 2:44. Tanner will be called for reach. Let's see. Second personal for Tanner. 3 team fouls on the Mustangs, 2 on the Tigers. Macedo with it. Driving around. Feed it into DeDios. DeDios ends up getting it taken away. Isaiah with it. Back to Tanner. Tanner. And they're gonna. Oh, they're gonna call him for personal control. That'll be the third one on Tanner. 2:24, 50-55.
30-second timeout.
Down cleaning up the floor. All right, Bridgeport ball. 2:24 remain. 50-55. Tenasket continues to claw their way back into this one. De Dios over to Perez. That'll be 4 team fouls. Diaz 4th. Macedo. De Dios. 2:18 remain. Drives around and puts it up and in. Tanner. Adrian. Jacks for a 3. Doesn't drop. Gets into De Dios' hands. 153. Tanner with it. Tanner slams it. 52-57, 144. Puts it up to De Dios. 135. De Dios tries to feed it into Perez, gets it taken away by Jacks. And they're 123, 52-55. Puts it into Isaiah. 120. Tanner with it. Tanner drives, puts it up, doesn't drop. Gets a rebound and up and in. 54-57. 58 seconds remain. Tanner again. And he's going to get fouled. And he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Four fouls each. And again, I wish I had a stabilizer, but I don't. So you're going to miss part of this one. Oh, they're letting him tie his shoe. Tanner to the line to shoot 2. Gets the first one. 55-57. Doesn't get that one. He ends up in Bridgeport's hands. De Dios, Macedo, De Dios, 40 seconds, 39, 38. He's not, I'm going to say he fouled him. So that'll be 5. De Dios going to the line, and he is good at free throws. 4 on Tanner. (55-57), 34 seconds for me. De Dios pulls him away by 3. Gets it 2 scores now. Isaiah with it. Puts it up and in. 57, 24 seconds remain. .4. The coach was wanting them to foul Vitalich, so they had a little more time. They're down to 14 seconds. All right, 57-59. Different. 14.4. Bridgeport has come back from being down by 13 to within 2. All right, Bridgeport ball on the side. DeDios is going to inbound. Tanner gets it. Tied. Fires. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Aiden DeDios sinks a half quarter as time expires to win this one. At the buzzer, Aiden DeDios sinks the 3 and sends Bridgeport to districts as number 3. Tonasket will be going as the 4. But no, both teams have every possibility of going on. It's just 2 wins. You got to win the next 2. Wow, what a photo finish. Aiden DeDios sinks a 3 at the buzzer to give Bridgeport the victory over the Tonasket Tigers. Final 62-59. Wow. All right, folks. Well, down 13, Tonasket crawled all the way. Crawled, did everything they possibly could, and tied it with time expiring. DeDios got the ball at half court and sunk a 3-pointer to get the victory here tonight. That's great, what you want to see. This is why we have these playoffs. This is why you have this, and that was amazing and awesome. So congratulations to Bridgeport, to Aiden DeDios. Again, just played a lot of sports with my son, so it was good to see him. All right, well, folks, we're going to be quiet for a second, and then I will be back here shortly. Well, folks, we have the ladies out on the floor, and this is for the district championship. The winner tonight will be going to state. The number 2 will need to win 1 game in districts in order to go on. Number 2 will face the number 3 out of the EWAC and then win that, and you're going to state. If you happen to not win that one, you have one more opportunity. You will be playing the team that wins through from the 3 versus 5, 4 versus 4, winners facing each other. Winner of that then plays you, and you got to win that one if you want to go to state. So only 5 spots to state for the ladies bracket compared to the boys side where they have 6. So a little bit different than what I've been talking about, but both these teams are very good. I would say Brewster obviously higher RPI and probably a little the favorite here tonight. The Bears are hoping to make a good run in Spokane at the state title, so we'll see how they play here tonight. On Saturday, man, they came out all over the ball, but so did Lake Roosevelt. Lake Roosevelt really set the tempo. I mean, their first game when Lake Roosevelt came out, it was insane. They were all over Okanagan like no tomorrow, and that's how they played the entire game. And now you've got then Brewster followed it up and did the same thing, all over the ball, all over everybody. It was crazy. I'm going to see if I've got a way to see what happens if I play a game. I was looking to see if there's a way for us to keep some stats. I think the tough part is how do we, unless we do adjustments. No. Was going to try and keep some stats since we don't have a great scoreboard here tonight, but I haven't found a great program to do that with just yet. I've got iScore, which is what we used to use when I was doing all the stats for the basketball team, but that was a challenge from the get-go. So thought about trying that, but that seems a bit of a challenge. So we will see. I've got my helper came here tonight to help run it. Liv Smith, appreciate her very much. She's been helping with social media and doing some really nice posts for us and running the camera, so I can just jibber jabber. Obviously, she wasn't able to make the last game. It's comes up and helps out with the Brewster game. She did help with 2 on Saturdays, so that was fun. So have her here tonight in the championship. We get done with the game, we are making sure we're going to get some nice posts of the final results and what happens. So excited to see that, and appreciate everybody that's supported. We've had some nice donations today. I really do appreciate everybody donating to help us do this, and looking forward to districts and beyond. Like I said, I fully expect that we're going to end up in Spokane with the Brewster Bears. Good chance the Lady Raiders will be there as well. So excited about that also. So it'll be fun. So anyway, folks, we are excited to be here tonight. 6:13 till tip off of this league championship between the Brewster Bears and the Lake Roosevelt Raiders. Lake Roosevelt comes in with a 10-9 record on the season. I think that really doesn't really reflect what they've been able to do. They have improved a great deal this season. One time we faced them twice. And the first time we beat them 77-58. Second time we beat them 53-33. But it's been a while. They have continued to improve, and it'll be interesting to see how they do here tonight. Bears trying to get themselves poised and positioned for the postseason. District play. Like I said, I was kind of guessing, but I really do think that our Bears team can beat the Mapton team. Our Bears beat Cle Elum. Cle Elum just beat their Mapton, who's the number 2 in the EWAC, like 75-30 something. I was like, wow, I was shocked at the point differential in their league championship. I would expect if Cle Elum's able to handle Mapton like that the Bears would be able to handle Mapton like that. So I think our ladies will be in the district championship. I think Lake Roosevelt has improved, and if they play like they did on Saturday against whoever they face in the district tournament, I think they have every chance of also playing against Cle Elum. And Cle Elum's going to give them their hands full as well, just kind of how I expect Brewster to as well. But I think they definitely go to state. So I think Lake Roosevelt makes state, Brewster makes state, and I think Okanagan has a good chance of making it if they play well. If they play like they're capable, if they're able to get their rhythm going. They got some outside shooters. I think Liz Sammies is a great ball handler and shooter. I think she has every chance of doing well. I think you get Ashworth playing underneath like she's capable of. And between them and then they've got some shooters that can hit threes. I think with all of them, I think they've got a good possibility of making it to state, winning through that lower bracket. But we shall see. We shall see. There's also a good part of me thinking that we're going to end up with three of the boys' teams going as well. So we will see. All right, 2:39 till the tip-off. We will post up the brackets as soon as we can. After the games tonight, the tournament director is going to be going in. I think they're trying to decide what towns have both the boys and girls playing, where they're playing and when they're playing. And I think they're going to be trying to get that all adjusted. Originally, I was told the girls were all going to play at Eastmont and the boys were all going to play in Wenatchee. But I don't know if that's exactly how they have it set up, and I think it's going to kind of depend on who has both teams playing in the district playoffs. So it'll be fun to see how that all works out. And, oh, goodness. How come I'm nervous? Why am I nervous? I'm not out on the court. I'm just sitting here going to tell you about it. That last game, man, was that an incredible game. If you didn't tune in to watch that one, Tenasket got down by 13 points, and you're thinking, wow. And then they just came back, tied it up with seconds remaining, and Bridgeport was able to get it into their senior's hand. Aiden DeDios, good ball player, shot a half-court shot, banked off and went in for the three-point win. That's what you dream of. That's what you dream of as a kid out on the court. Ooh, game-winning shot right here, and he did it. He did it. So that puts Bridgeport as the number 3. So they will be taking on the EWAC number 5. Gives them a good opportunity to win that one. Tenasket will be taking on the EWAC number 4. Again, both those games are loser out, but I think both our teams can win it. I really do think there's going to be a rematch of the game we just saw, and but they have to win that second game. Even if they're, the good possibility they're playing each other. They play each other in a loser out. And the winner would then go on and have to, the winner then goes to state. They would be playing for 5th, 6th, and district, but they would automatically go to state. They would just be playing for the seeding for that. All right, folks, getting ready for tip-off. It is incredible how noisy it was when the teams were playing for that last one, and now it's quiet here.
This evening's championship contest features the visiting team, the Lady Raiders from Lake Roosevelt High School, and the home team for tonight, the Lady Bears from Brewster High School.
Brewster against Lake Roosevelt.
The rules and regulations to Washington Interscholastic Athletic Association. Fair, healthy competition, promote positive sportsmanship is what athletics is about. Spectators can also help promote good sportsmanship by observing the rules of fair play. Each one is requested to take personal responsibility for keeping tonight's
it's amazing that how much noise things pick up and what you have in the background. And I just realized that I muted one of the channels, and even though nothing's plugged in, it was having noise. Nicholson. Fury Smith, who had a great game on Saturday. Those are the non-starters. So Addie's not starting. Hialeah's not starting. Yaneli. Say. Jaylene. Camilla. Millie. All right, so starters. Shay Crawlard for Lake Roosevelt. Caitlin Gibbons for Brewster. Kenzie Brown for Lake Roosevelt. Pepper Bozel coming out. Madeline Carmen. Oh, Berkeley Regals for the Bears. Delise Atkins. 32, Paige Wolf. Cambry Brown for Lake Roosevelt. And Lisi. All right. Berkeley jumping up against Delise. Officials telling them to tuck in the jerseys, get ready. Here we go. Lake Roosevelt controls the tip. Cambry Brown feeds it down to Carmen. Oh, no, Shay. That was Shay. Oh, Delise gets it. Puts it up. Doesn't drop. Paige with it. And they're going to be a foul on the Raiders. Be on. So Cambry Brown picks up her first foul. Bear ball underneath. Raiders putting on pressure immediately. Caitlin with it. Berkeley with it. Over to Paige. Paige almost loses it. Caitlin for a deep three. Bang, just like that. All right. Over to Shea. Crawlard. Crawlard trying to feed it in. Does get it into DeLees. She fires, doesn't drop, and it's going to be off of Lady Roosevelt Raiders. Lake Roosevelt Lady Raiders. So it will be Brewster ball. Caitlin Gibbons with it. Caitlin drives across the timeline, getting herself set up. Puts it over to Pepper. Pepper gives it to Paige. Paige, a little jumper. Doesn't drop for her. They're trying to smack it. Leasy gets it, gives it to Caitlin. Caitlin all the way over to Berkeley. Berkeley feeds it across, gets it, we're going to say jump ball. So DeLees gets her hand on it cleanly, causes a jump ball, be Bear ball. 3-0, 6:46 remain here in the first. Inbound play to Leasy. Fires, hits the three. Bears up 2, sorry. 2 point, 5-0. Bears all over Lake Roosevelt. And that goes off Carmen's fingertips. Oh, they're going to say it stays with Lake Roosevelt. Cambry Brown to inbound. Tries to feed it over, and they're going to say now it's Bear ball. Trying to use DeLee's height advantage over Berkeley, but doesn't help him that time. 6:27, 5-0. Brewster feeds it over the top. Caitlin over to Berkeley. Berkeley drives, puts up a little floater, gets that one stuffed. Pepper comes away with it, feeds it out to Caitlin. Caitlin over to Berkeley. Berkeley over to Paige, over to Pepper. Pepper for a three. She hits the three. 8-0. Cambry with it. Feeds it over the top to Carmen. Carmen to DeLees. DeLees gets it taken away by Leasy. Puts it up to Pepper. Pepper, doesn't drop for her. She'll be going to the line to shoot two. So Pepper at the line, shooting two. First foul on Kinsey Brown. Pepper doesn't get the first one off the front iron. Doesn't drop for her. DeLees comes out with the rebound. Gives it up to Carmen. Up to Shea. Shea gets it tipped away, but it ends up to DeLees. Cambry over to Kinsey. Pepper takes that one away. I'm going to say jump ball again, and this time it'll be like Roosevelt ball. 8-0, 5:36 remain here in the first. Cambry Brown to inbound, puts it into Kinsey Brown. Kinsey for a three. She can shoot. She hurt Okanagan. Paige brings it across, gives it back to Pepper. Pepper over to Caitlin. Caitlin back to Paige. 5:19 remain. Into Pepper. And they're going to say block and say it's on the ground, so she won't be shooting. Pepper to inbound. Inbounds to Caitlin. Caitlin puts one up, doesn't drop for her. Out to Paige. Paige doesn't drop. Carmen with the rebound. Ooh. Brown doesn't drop. DeLees has it. Paige flashes through. tried to feed it to Lee Z, but it'll be Bear ball. So Paisley Fury Smith and Claire Nicholson, I believe, came in. Oh, I'm going to say 5 seconds. Oh, they're called what I call personal control foul, I guess is what they're saying. Cambry Brown. Fury Smith. Lee Z gets it away from her. Up to Paige. Paige backs it out, puts it back to Caitlin. Berkeley, back to Caitlin. Over to Lee Z. Back to Caitlin. Over to Paige. Lee Z through the traffic. Pepper doesn't drop. Nobody in to rebound. 8-3. 4:08 remain. Cambry Brown with it. Out to Haley Picard. Haley picks it up. Gives it to Delise Adkins. Paige steals it. Up and in. 10-3. Lake Roosevelt wants a timeout to talk with his team. 3:44 remain here in the first. Bears all over the ball, showing why they are ranked number 1 in league and number 3 in the state RPI. You never count Lake Roosevelt out. They've got some shooters and they've got some talent. We saw them play really well against Okanagan, and there's a reason they're here. So, going to be, I think it's going to be a good game. So Lake Roosevelt ball underneath. 3:44 remain here in the first. Bears continuing to pressure the ball. Feeds one, doesn't drop. Paige comes down with it, gives it out to Pepper. Pepper up and in. 12-3. Cambry over to Shea. Shea trying to feed it underneath. She does to Paisley. Doesn't drop. And they're going to say Bridgeport or Lake Roosevelt ball. Hialeah Aparicio coming in. And Claire Nichols feeds it in to Paisley. Puts it up and in. And just like that, Caitlin with the basket. Haley Picard over to Kinsey Brown. Gives it, gonna say it's Bear ball, or excuse me, Lake Roosevelt ball. 14-5. Claire trying to put it in. Fury Smith up and in. She's doing well. 14-7. Pepper just drives through everybody, and they're going to say, they're going to call it on Pepper. Feeds it up. Doesn't drop. Fury Smith comes away with it. Caitlin gets it. Gives it out. Yeah, good hustle by the Bears, by Caitlin. Hialeah for a three. Doesn't drop. Carmen with.
Take care of the ball.
Gives it out to Caitlin. Caitlin for a three. It's in line. Doesn't drop. Lake Roosevelt to inbound, puts it into, and it will now be Bear ball. 2:07 remain here in the first, 14-7. Coach, I've got her. Coach. What am I supposed to do? Caitlin just goes through traffic, 16-7. 153. Caitlin gets a hand on it. Hallie Picard working hard, kicks it down to Shea. Crawlard gets it tipped away. Pepper gets it, gives it out to Paige. Oh, that was a pass that she wishes she could take back. Doesn't drop for her. And Claire Nicholson comes flying in out of nowhere and ties up the ball. Bear ball. All right, Pepper bringing it across. Puts it out. Doesn't drop. Rebound. Oh. 112, 16-7. 16-7. 112 remain here in the first. Paige with it. Pepper. Addie with it. Back to Pepper. Over to Addie. Doesn't drop. Caitlin for a three. That doesn't drop. Addie tried to feed it. Pepper with it. Saw that pass coming. Feeds one up. Doesn't drop. Feeds it out. Sister gets it. Uh-oh. Okay, Fury Smith coming in. 28.8, 16-7. Inbounds to Claire Nicholson. Claire puts it down to Olivia. Fury Smith gets it tapped away, but she'll have a foul. She'll be going to the line to shoot two. So they're giving Paige her. No, they're going to say it's on Pepper. So second on Pepper. 21.9 remain. Fury Smith fires, doesn't drop for. Lacey Ramirez and Berkeley Regals coming in. Caitlin and Pepper getting a little break. Fires. Doesn't drop. And they're going to say Bear ball. Into Addie. Addie drives. Kicks it out. Tylea. Paige. Going to say on the ground. 14.5. That'll be 4 fouls. That'll be on Cambry, second. Bears talking. Kicks it out to Berkeley. To Paige. Paige for a deep three. Seven seconds. And shot does not drop in. End of one. Bears 16, Raiders 7. Good game. Both teams want to go in knowing they're guaranteed state. Winner of this one is punching their ticket to state and looking forward to the postseason, extending all the way into Spokane. And that is kind of it. If the Bears win this, their RPI is high enough. Even the first round of state, the regional round, wouldn't impact them as long as they're seeded in the top 8. You get seeded in the top 8, you can actually lose that quote-unquote regional or first round, and you still go on to Spokane. So hopefully they make it and have a good time with it. So anyway. All right, first buzzer. We are 8 minutes away from halftime. Bears hoping to extend their lead here in the second half. I expect to see much of the same that we saw in the first. Starters back out on the floor for both squads. Oh, wait a second. Addie's in for Pepper with 2 fouls. I think coach is trying to rest her as much as he can. Brown to Brown. Kinsey to Cambry. Doesn't drop. Nice rebound by Leasy. Page with it. Gives it to Leasy. Leasy kicks it over to Caitlin. Over to Berkeley. Berkeley dribbles, gives it to Leasy, out to Page. Page for another deep 3. That one doesn't drop. Good block out by Lake Roosevelt, and the rebound comes down. Kinsey Brown tries to feed it in underneath, and they're going to call that on Leasy. So that'll be her first. So Hialeah Aparicio coming in. Puts it out. Lake Roosevelt comes away with it. Shea with it. Steps through. Puts it up and in. 16-9. Up to Caitlin. Addie with it. Berkeley for a 3. Lined up. Hialeah with the rebound. Addie with it. Addie kicks it back. And call a block on Brown. So that's going to be on Kinsey. That'll be her third. They're going to bring in Hallie Picard. So Hallie in. Kicks it out to Page. Hialeah with it. Back to Page. Page is like Hialeah for a 3. Nope. Bears on it. Going to be jump ball. Fury Smith wanting that one. 6:28 till half. 16-9. Caitlin. They're going to call Cambry with it. Hallie Picard back to Cambry. Cambry into DeLees, out to Shea. Okay, Lake Roosevelt to inbound, 16-9 currently. Berkeley with it. Jump ball. Back to Berkeley. Caitlin. We're going to say I'm not sure. All right, so Olivia's checking in, Olivia Bornson. All right, Caitlin with the ball, 5:29. Score is still 16-9. Addie with it. Back to Paige. Over to Caitlin. Trying to feed it into Berkeley. Oh, 3 seconds on Berkeley. 5:15.
Two points.
16-11.
There we go!
Bear, 30-second timeout.
16-11. 4:57 left till half. Coach Vassar telling his team what he wants to see as we finish out the first part of the first half here. Again, winning means you go to state.
Another timeout back there for the Bears, number 44, Lacey Gutierrez.
Paige with it. Over to Caitlin. Over to Berkeley. Going to the line to shoot two, Berkeley Regals. It's my granddaughter's cousin. Appreciate Berkeley, wonderful young lady. First one bounces off for her. Gets a second one. 17-11. 4:47. Addie, Shea, 120 miles an hour. And they're going to call Paige for that one. So Shea streaking down through everybody. She's a good free throw shooter. 17-12. Lake Roosevelt continues to cut into the Bear lead. Doesn't get that one.
Where's the foul?
Possession to the Bears.
Well. All right. Paige with the ball. Down to Caitlin. Caitlin back to Paige. Back to Caitlin. Over to Lee Z. Back to Berkeley. Nobody in to rebound. Lee Z gets it. It's going to be jump ball. So it'll be
Possession stays with the Bears.
Bear inbound play. Caitlin with it. Berkeley with it. Berkeley for a three. Doesn't drop. Addie. All right, timeout, Lake Roosevelt. 4:08 remain, 17-12. Well, it's a full timeout. Winner is league champion. Gets a nice little trophy, and more importantly, gets a ticket to state. Second place team will play the EWAC number 3. Winner will then face Cleellum. Loser will wait for the play out of the other 4 teams, the 3-4 from our league and 4-5 from the EWAC. Winner of that, those games will then face that one for the final spot to state. So go out of here as number 1, you're going to state. Go out of here as number 2, you got to win one to go to state. 4:08 remain in the first half. Both teams back out on the floor. Lake Roosevelt going to inbound. 17-12. Addie all over it. Jump ball. Lake Roosevelt. Nice hustle by the Bears. And Caitlin gets it.
Nice house, nice house.
Berkeley with it. Caitlin. Leasy. Page. Puts it up and in. 19-12. 3:40 remain. Be Bear ball. 3:35. Caitlin with it. Lake Roosevelt. Over to Page. Over to Addie. Addie is going to have a foul called on her. Ran into a wall and dropped the ball. So Hialeah coming in for Addie. 15 foul on the Bears. Oh, they get to go shoot. For the last 3:18, Lake Roosevelt will be shooting. So, Claire doesn't get the first one. Claire Nicholson. Second one doesn't drop. Page with the rebound. Berkeley. Caitlin. Going to stay with the Bears. $2:59 remain here in the first half. 19-12. Page to inbound. Puts it out to Leezy. Over to Berkeley. Berkeley, little shot. Doesn't drop. Hialeah almost gets the rebound. Doesn't drop. Leezy gets it. Put out to Page. 2:38 remain. Page gets it. Gets it taken away. And they're going to call Gibbons for that one. So Claire will be back at the line. Caitlin's first foul. 19-12, 2:23 remain. She gets that one. 19-13. Page with it. 2:19, 19-13. Over to Berkeley. Over to Caitlin. Back to Berkeley. Over to Lee Z. Back to Page. Doesn't drop. The Lake Roosevelt ball with 2:04. So Shea coming back in. Get on her. Over to Page. 1:50 left here in the first half. Over to Caitlin. Caitlin for a three. Doesn't drop. Gonna go shoot. Oh, sorry. 19-13, 1:37 remain. Fury Smith to the line to shoot two. Doesn't get the first one with the front iron. Claire shooting, doesn't drop. Page with it, down to Lee Z. Doesn't. Up to Page, over to Berkeley. Yep. Lee's will be called for that one. Into Page. 1:17 remain in the first half. Over to Berkeley. Over to Hialeah. Page. Berkeley. So it'll be bear ball. 19-13, 1 minute remain here in the first half. Leezy. Page comes through and steals that one away. Neither team has had a lot of shots dropping here in the second half, that's for sure, or second quarter. Berkeley with it. Over to Page. Page for a three. Gets it. 16 seconds remain. .8, 22-13. Caitlin, you got 12 seconds. He's going to go shoot two. So Leasy to the line with 8.4.
Sunday Raiders 24 Camper, third person. At the line, shooting 2, Ramirez.
3 on. Oh, good job, Leasy. Gets that one. So Cambry Brown goes out with 3 fouls on her in the last 8.4 seconds. Don't want to see her getting a fourth. Leasy doesn't drop the next one. Not quite able to get down there. 23-13. 23-13 here at half. We will have 10 minutes for the coaches to chat with their players and tell them what they want to see in the second half. Again, what's on the line is punching your ticket to state right now. So you win the game here tonight and you're going to state. If you don't, then you need to win one in order to go. So Bears going to do everything they can and have some conversations. Both teams really struggled being able to get shots to drop, and that was so far, this would be a much higher scoring game if both teams had their shots dropping, or it would be a real tight game if Lake Roosevelt's shots were dropping as many as they had been putting up. So we'll see what happens here in the second half as both coaches talk with their squads about changes that they want to implement. Both teams have been aggressive and on the ball and really going at it. So it's exciting to see that. So we'll see how both respond. Obviously, the Bears are hoping to come out and repeat the first half and end up with 46-23 or 26. But we'll see. We'll see what happens here with both teams. So, all right, folks, we're going to put you on mute for a little bit here while we take just a short break, and then we will come back and chat about it a little further and talk about what the other teams that they may face. Well, for the girls' side, Brewster sets at number 3 still, RPI-wise. Clallam is 9. Lake Roosevelt is 17. Mapton is 20. And that's their number 2 from the south is Mapton. Tri-Cities Prep's 25. White Swans 26. Okanagan's 27. So we'll see how the ladies do. It's going to be, I think the rest of this game is going to be a good one. All right, ladies are back out on the floor for the Bears. Going to warm up. Hoping this basket's a little more friendly to them than the basket on the other end. We just had so many shots not drop. It was incredible. So we'll see. We'll see if we have a little more success on this end of the court with some shots dropping. We will win tonight, and you have a first round bye, so you don't have to play on Friday. You play on Saturday. You lose tonight, and you have to play on Friday night. Win on Friday night, and you play Saturday. Lose, and you play the following Saturday in that last game to determine if you get to go to state or not. So, and you know me, I'll get it all posted up as soon as I see all the brackets and all the things. But Lake Roosevelt wanting to make a comeback here. Bears wanting to pull farther away and finish this game here and focus on the next round, which they'll play Mapton next. Well, our number one will play Mapton. It's not a loser out. It's just winner of that'll go to the championship or district championship. Loser will play for third and fourth. .222 remain here in half. Sure, both coaches had some conversations with their team about what they want to see here in the second half. Obviously, the hope for the Bears is some more of their shots will drop and we will pull away. Lake Roosevelt obviously wants to win this thing. Young team. Lake Roosevelt is a young team. They're going to be a lot of fun to watch in the years to come. Bears only have one senior as well, so most of the squad will be back next year with the exception of Hialeah Aparicio. Everybody else will be returning. So another year of development, another year of opportunity. Lake Roosevelt, I think, will continue to improve over the course of the next few years, but they have improved a lot this year. That's why they're where they're at. So great job. They've got some folks that can sink threes and, make a huge difference. So it'll be exciting to see who ends up walking away with the victory here tonight. Currently, the Bears have a 10-point lead, 23-13, with 1:08 left here in half before we get action back underway. Pepper set most of the second quarter with a couple fouls on her, so Coach didn't want her getting any more foul trouble. So we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams very aggressive, wanting to walk out of here with a victory. And the trophy. So Bear ball to start the second half of play. Page with the ball. Gives it to Berkeley. Over to Pepper. Pepper puts it into Page. No foul called. We are going to have that on. Yep. We're going to have that play on for them to review. I really wish we had the other officials here that did the boys game, frankly. But that's just my opinion. I appreciate all the officials. They're here giving their time, and we need them if we don't have them. Tapped away from behind. Bears to inbound. 7:22 left here in the third. Inbounds to Leasy. Page. Over to Pepper. Pepper for a three. Doesn't drop, falls right into Shea's hands. No, Carmen's hands, sorry. Carmen over to, yep. Kinsey Brown will hurt you all night if you do not get in her face. 23-18. Lake Roosevelt after this. And count the basket and let her shoot one. That's going to be 3 on her, or 4 on her. Yeah, fourth personal. So Page has one shot here. Drops that one in. And Olivia will be coming in for Cambry. Bears, again, putting on the pressure. Shea with it. Puts it up to DeLeese. DeLeese dumps one in. Doesn't drop. Page comes away with it. Puts it up to Leasy. It's going to say she touched it going out of bounds. 26-18. 6:37 remain here in the third. Lake Roosevelt to inbound. Gives it to Kinsey. Kinsey to Shea. Shea trying to get around. Gets it hung up on her hip and out of bounds. Bear ball. 26-18, 6:27 remain. Pepper with the ball. Pepper coming across court. Gives it to Page. Berkeley. Caitlin. Over to Pepper. Out to Berkeley. Berkeley for a three. Doesn't drop. Not inbound to. Kicks it back to Shea. 6:02. Streaking through. Gives it to DeLeese. DeLeese puts it out. And Brown for another three. 26-21. Page with it. Gives it to Pepper. Back to Berkeley. Over to Caitlin. Over to Pepper. Pepper floats one. Doesn't drop. Back to Pepper. Into Page. Page up and in. 28-21. 5:21 left here in the third. Brown trying to get around Caitlin. And they're going to call Caitlin for the reach. Be her second. Belize. 28-23, 5:06. Over to Pepper. Carmen with it. They're going to say jump ball. Kind of banged heads a little bit there. 4:42 remain here in the third. Walked with it. .426 here in the third. Pepper with it. Pepper floats one. Tries to throw it off. Doesn't happen. Gonna shoot a three, doesn't drop. And they're gonna say Lake Roosevelt ball.
Let's go use it. Come on,
Come on. Pepper takes it away. Leasy with a three. Doesn't drop. Berkeley with it. Pepper up and in. 30-23. Brown with it. Kinsey.
My bad, guys. I'm sorry.
And jump ball. And this time it'll be bear ball, I believe. Oh, jump ball. Yep. Should be bear ball.
Acting for Lady Raiders, 21 Duluth Atkins. Acting for Lady Bears, number 4, Addie Bozo.
Addie in for the Bears. 30-23, 3:31 here in the third. Puts it into Pepper. Pepper to Caitlin. Berkeley. Caitlin. Caitlin for a deep three. That one's going to be short. Brown fires a three, doesn't drop. I'm going to say Leasy came over the top. 3:07. Hallie. 4. Doesn't drop again. Fury Smith. Berkeley with it. Shea forces one in underneath, but it's going to be out of bounds. And 2:48. Inbounds to Caitlin. Pepper with it. Leasy with it. Up and in. 32-23. Up to Caitlin. Up to Paige. Paige a little shot. Doesn't drop. 32-23, 2:08 remain here in the third. Timeout, full timeout for the Bears. Want to give the girls a little break and talk with them, a little water. It's a battle. 32-23, 2:08 remain here in the third. Love our band. They do a great job. Appreciate them. Appreciate all they do. Coach talking about what he wants to see here in the last couple minutes here in the third. And then we'll be down to the final 8. It's anybody's game. Brewster's not pulled away. Shots have dropped for Kinsey Brown. Kinsey's done well again tonight. She nailed a bunch against Okanagan. Doing well here. Brown fires. Hits the 3. 32-26. Claire shoots a 3. 32-29, just like that. Lake Roosevelt's three's hitting. Roosters have not. Addie with it. Page with it. Leasy hits one, 34-29. Sneaks underneath, doesn't drop. Pepper with it. On the ground. They're going to call block. And that will be, I'm not sure. That'll be on Shea. Fury Smith in for the Raiders. Pepper to call or put it in. On the floor. On the floor. Three push. It's Hallie, Picard. 3 on the Raiders. 52 seconds remain here in the third. Into Caitlin. Leasy. Page. Caitlin. Gonna say Lake Roosevelt ball. 33.2, 34-29. Olivia in for the Lake Roosevelt Raiders. Fury Smith drops it in. 23 seconds remain. 34-31. Pepper puts it up and in. 36-31. 12. Pepper with 5 seconds remaining. Pepper fires. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Man. So after 3, 36-31. Brown hitting some threes. Bears threes not dropping. See what happens here in the fourth. Coach talking with his squad, what he needs to see out of them here for the remaining 8 to hold off this hungry Lake Roosevelt Raider team wanting first place. Bears hopefully can play some good ball here in the fourth quarter and block out, rebound, and get their shots to drop and do what they need to do to get away with the league championship and their ticket to state. (36-31). Lake Roosevelt ball to start the fourth. Allie Picard with it. Shot doesn't drop. Over to Pepper. Pepper just drives. Kicks it out to Addie. Addie gives it back to Caitlin. Caitlin gives it to Paige. Paige for a 3. Doesn't drop. Rebound for Fury Smith. So they're going to call that one personal control foul. So that's on Fury Smith. So first team foul on the Raiders. 7:15 remain in the game. 36-31. Caitlin with it. Paige with it. Addie with it. Back to Paige. Bounces it off a Raider, trying to get it to Lee Z. And same thing happens for Raiders. They bounce it, and it ends up going to a Bear. 6:50 remain. Calling the play. Into Paige. Leasy. 38-31. Lake Roosevelt wants a timeout. 38-31, 6:30 remain in the game.
Lead Raider, 30-second timeout.
All right. We got the band. All right. Raiders going to have a play here. They're going to try and score on. Don't want the Bears pulling too far away. Shea to inbound. Oh, they've got Cambry Brown back in the game. Brown. Pepper with it. Leasy. Doesn't drop. And they're going to say Bear ball. DeLees comes back in. Fury Smith out. Bears inbound play. In to Addie. Out to Caitlin. Over to Pepper. Pepper for a 3. Not going to hit. Addie chases it down. Drives through. They saw that play. Oh, no, no. All right, 38-31, 5:58 remain. DeLees. 5:44 remain. 38-31. LR to inbound. And it will be Brewster ball. 5:42. Pepper with it. Berkeley with it. Caitlin with it. Gets it stuffed. DeLees saw that one coming.
They're giving up 11 inches on everybody, and they still beat them.
Caitlin out to Berkeley. Berkeley. Page. Shea. They're going to call it on Pepper. Third with 5:17 remaining. Shea's a good free throw shooter. I don't know if I've seen her miss many. Gets that one. Into Page, 38-32. Over to Berkeley. Caitlin. Page. Leasy. Berkeley. Caitlin. Pepper. 11 seconds. They're going to call DeLees, so she'll be going to the line to shoot 2. Oh, Shea. 4:54 remain. Gets that one. Doesn't get that one. Rebounded by Madeline. Over to Cambry. Shea fires a 3. Doesn't drop. Pepper with the rebound. Up to Leasy. Over to Caitlin. And I call it jump ball. .421 remain, 39-32. Up to Caitlin. Over to Berkeley. Berkeley. Leasy. 8 seconds. Gets it up and in. 3:49, 39-34. Yep, that's going to be her 5th. Berkeley with it. You need to call a timeout, coach. .309.
Brewster Bear, full timeout.
39-34, 3 minutes remain.
Those are cool.
Very physical game here tonight, with a ticket to state on the line. Page with it, over to Caitlin. Berkeley with it. Page with it. Yep. So that'll be 4 fouls now. So that's her 4th on Shea. So Berkeley walked with it. 2:47. Bears needed a score on that possession. All right. Kinsey Brown with it. 2:44. 39-34. So 39-37, 2:27 remain. Page is going to take it, or Pepper going to drive it in. 41-37. Madeline with it. Throws it out of bounds. It'll be Bear ball. 2:05 remaining. Page with it. Caitlin with it. Berkeley. Page. Leasy. Sinks it. 43-37, 1:44 remain. Pepper with it. 1:33 left. Coach calls a timeout. 43-37. Coach Vassar talking with his team about what he wants to see. Remaining 1:32. 3 possessions if you're able to burn the clock, but we know Lake Roosevelt's going to be fouling here pretty soon. Lake Roosevelt working on what they want to see for a plan. Here's the Bears are going to try and burn as much clock as possible and get a score. At least that's my guess. Page with it, 26 on the shot clock. Caitlin with it, Berkeley with it. Pepper. Leasy. Miss those free throws, it's going to hurt you. (43-39). Lake Roosevelt going to be talking what they want to see. Back down to a 4-point game with 1:04 remaining. This one's more exciting than I thought it was going to be, frankly. I figured the Bears would at least win by 15. Lake Roosevelt going to put all kinds of pressure on the ball, try and force a turnover to pull it even closer. Into Caitlin. With 58 seconds remain, Lake Roosevelt ball. Had the ball, and instead of stopping and controlling it, it's what now they got to foul him. So that'll be Shea. Shea will foul out with that. 25.3 seconds remain. That'll be 5 on Shea. Yep. So Shea will foul out. Pepper will go shoot 2. .3 remain. Free throws are going to be critical here. Gets that one. Doesn't get that one. Timeout with 24.6. Lake Roosevelt ball. 44-42. So Raider ball with 24.6 seconds, 44-42. Here we go. 24.6, 44-42. That's her third. Okay, Bear ball, 15.8. Lake Roosevelt is going to foul to get the ball back. So you want it in the hands of your best free throw shooter that can sink a couple to pull it within out of reach of a three-point. Lake Roosevelt has battled and is a good team from where they started this season, where they are. The record doesn't reflect how much they've matured and improved over the course of the season. They're going to be a handful for any team that they play. So Pepper will be going to the line again. .7 seconds remain. Pepper at the line for two. She gets them both, pulls it out of the way of a three. Gets the first one. So gets this one, and we'll be able to, they're going to have to get two possessions. Gets it. Cambry firing a three. Doesn't drop. They get the two. And that is it. That is as close as you want to come. As close as you want to come. The Bears have punched their ticket to state. So Bears win 46-42, and what was a thriller, much more so than we were expecting. So league champion Lady Bears, they're going to greet the Lake Roosevelt Raiders, and the Lake Roosevelt has no reason to hang their head. They need to get ready for Saturday. They need to take care of business on Saturday. That's the most important thing. They win that first game on Saturday, and they are punching their ticket to state too, and they deserve to be there. They did a great job tonight. It was awesome to see. It was awesome to see how well they did. And we're going to cut down a net, apparently. So we'll put one camera on one end.